Welcome to There Is a Method to the Madness. My name is Rob Maxwell, and I'm an exercise physiologist and personal trainer. I am the owner of Maxwell's Fitness Programs, and I've been in business since 1994. That's almost 30 years. I want to thank our sponsors, Jonathan and Lyn Gildon at the Gildon Group of Realty Pros. They currently have over 275-star reviews on Zillow, and they are consummate professionals in the real estate industry. If you're looking to sell your home or buy another, check out their information in the show notes. You can simply click and go. All right, so today I want to talk a little bit about what is going on in social media with workouts, with people working out. To totally contrast that experience, I just got finished speaking at the YMCA here in Port Orange for the Halifax Hospital Diabetes Group. And, that's so rewarding. And there was probably 12 or 13 people in the room. And the whole goal of me speaking was to give them some information to hopefully help motivate them to continue on and to progress into a healthy lifestyle. Because really that's what it is all about. And that is such a good thing. That is such a positive environment. And that's where I want to see health and wellness go with professionals. And I was thinking of this over the weekend because naturally with what industry I'm in and what my interests are, I get a lot of those suggested follows on Instagram and Twitter of different personal trainers or different gyms or make fun of gyms or whatever you want to call it, but different accounts that'll pop up that I don't follow, but I'll happen to see because it's suggested in my feed, due to all the algorithms and all that nonsense. And more, what I'm seeing is either people making fun of other people that go to the gym and make mistakes or even getting hurt, or people kind of like showing off, doing really outlandish things and videoing it so they can put it on a reel or on a video on TikTok or whatever. And that simply, to me, doesn't take health and wellness in a positive direction. 60 to 70% of the United States is obese and overweight. And as I just got done speaking to the group at the YMCA, the famous saying now in the exercise is medicine community is that sitting is the new smoking. And what that means is the number one cause of preventable death in the United States is smoking. The number one cause, because it causes more heart disease, certain cancers, and strokes. So basically all cardiac disease more than any other thing that you could purposely do. All right. And now they're stating that sitting is the new smoking. In other words, we've made a little bit of progress with smoking, a little bit. But now sitting is becoming the new smoking. So in other words, it's sedentary lifestyle and poor eating habits, which are actually the number two causation of death in the United States due to its effects on cardiac disease and certain cancers. But now it is rolling right up there into the number one category. So like the number one health crisis we have in my industry, and when I say my industry, I mean the serious part of the industry that's really trying to help people improve their health and wellness, we're trying to get people to move because sitting is the new smoking. So we are focusing on things like step counts and things like that, which are so important, which was probably the biggest message that I carried into this group today was to help them just to get up and move. And the nice lady running the program gave them pedometers and all that. And that's what it's all about right there. That is what it's all about. And then on the polar opposite side of this, we have accounts that just basically either make fun of people that are working out and even getting hurt. Like I've seen some of the worst gym injuries I think I've ever seen in the last few weeks, where people are showing just horrible things happening to people. And there's two situations here. So that's the first situation. That's where they're not filming themselves or whatever, being goofy. That is where they literally were trying to do something and they failed. Yeah, I saw one guy doing a squat and he missed being able to rack the weight back, and he goes straight down with the bar on his neck. I saw another guy that was helping his partner rack the weight, and the partner took some weight off one side or something, and he was using a chain or some kind of a variable resistance, which I don't agree with, but that's a whole nother story. And somehow or another, he was careless, and his move caused this band to go flying into this man's testicles. And what I saw was he probably wouldn't be able to reproduce after that kind of injury. And people are like laughing, LOLing, and sharing it and retweeting it. And, that's really just disgusting behavior going on in gyms. And, I don't like that. We shouldn't be making fun of people working out whatsoever, and from what I'm seeing, more and more gyms, I know Planet Fitness took this stand somewhere, and LA Fitness, not the local one here in Volusia County, but somewhere else, took a stand on no videoing in the gym whatsoever, because of the problems that are coming about because of it, which leads me to the second problem going on. And, if we just really take the camera phones out of people's hands while they're working out, then it'll solve at least part of the problem. And that is people trying to do really goofy stuff in the gym just so they can get a lot of likes and all that on Instagram or TikTok or whatever. And I mean, it is just ridiculous, because what it does is it makes a mockery of the health and fitness industry. And, it doesn't make you cool. If you're one of those people, I promise you, nobody thinks you're cool. They think you're an idiot. And, it's just not a positive thing. I saw one guy, he had a Smith machine apparatus hooked up to where he can do a squat. And it was on his shoulders where he can keep his hands free. And he was squatting down. Now he's filming himself, so he's doing this to himself. So that's this category. And he squats down, he releases his hands, and when he gets close to the floor, he picks up the barbell like he's doing a deadlift. So now he's squatting the weight up on his shoulders, and he's deadlifting the weight. Why? That is so stupid. And naturally, it fails. So the Smith bar comes off of his shoulders. He goes flying back. He drops the weight. He probably gets hurt, but who knows? The camera stops rolling at that point. But of course, he shares it anyway. He's enough of an idiot to go ahead and share that anyway. So you have these outlandish things like that where people are trying to almost do stunts in the gym with equipment just for likes and approval on social media. And then not quite as bad, but still I think kind of bad, are the people who think that they're experts, other people think that they're experts, and they show super, super complicated stuff in the gym just to look cool. I saw these guys doing these kind of like burpees around the gym, as they were in between their sets, and they were flying around like Spider-Man. And sure, it's hard. There's no question what they're doing is hard. And it's no question that they're fit. But that doesn't make you fit. And that's really not that impressive. One of the most impressive things anybody can do, in my opinion, and most fitness experts' opinion, is to be able to rattle off a lot of pull-ups or chin-ups. And that's not technical, that's not dangerous or anything like that. But so if you really want to, be a man or a woman, so to say, and really show your fitness prowess, then why don't you jump up on a chin-up bar and do as many clean pull-ups as you can? I think that would make most people who are into health and fitness go, oh, well, that's pretty cool, versus being able to do some ridiculous looking push-ups that you invented or you saw somebody else do. Complicated stuff does not make you more fit. All right. It just doesn't. It is combining different things and bringing it into the fitness world. It does not make you more fit. All right. So you might say, so what's the problem with it? The problem with it is then people think that they need to do these things that other people are doing that look like they have elite fitness. And in reality, they don't. I mean, anybody can go to the gym and do a basic program of, say, a squat type exercise and leg extension and leg curl exercise and a chest press style exercise and a fly and a pull down and a curl and a crunch and be perfectly fit. They don't have to do these ridiculous, complicated exercises that people are doing these days. And look, I've got nothing against kettlebells, all right? They're fine for a piece of equipment, but that's all they are, is a piece of equipment. And I see people doing these elaborate kettlebell exercises that take like an engineering degree to figure out like exactly what you're supposed to do. And there's like 9 steps, to get off the floor, so to say. It's like, come on, man. It's really not that complicated. And if we want to spread a good message, which is what I want people to just move and do things that they enjoy so they're more physically fit and able to enjoy their life. Making these things complicated is not helping anybody. Making fun of people in the gym for their poor form or getting hurt is not helping anybody. Doing outlandish things that you think is super cool that your buddies are going to give you a high five for, isn't helping anybody. And, those types of things, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but really it's just really making you look like an idiot to 99% of the people that view it. And so you might say then, well, okay, so then people who are watching these things should be smart enough to understand that they don't need to do that. But you know what? That's not realistic. That's not realistic. I mean, the same people who sometimes make that argument, are complaining about what their kids might be seeing elsewhere. So it's like, no, that we can't say that. We have a responsibility to put out good content. I mean, sure, people should be smart enough to make certain decisions, but that's a very judgmental standpoint to take. And we need to be putting out good content. And if you're into health and fitness, you need to be more responsible and be putting out there good content that's easy to follow, that is going to welcome somebody into a health and fitness environment, not intimidate them out of it or make fun of them out of it. That's not what we need to be doing. And we can't just say, well, so-and-so is doing dumb things. We get that, but that's them. Mind your own business. But that's not true either. There needs to be more people speaking up and saying, okay, sure, they should know better, but they don't know better. But this person who's making these videos does know better. Like they know they're being an idiot, or they know they're overcomplicating it just so they can sell a specific program to somebody. And that could be with food too. They're overcomplicating it just so they can make sales. So I don't agree that we just need to educate everybody in the world that they should be making better choices. I mean, that's great in a perfect world, but we don't live in a perfect world. I think there obviously needs to be education for everybody on that. But I also think if you are making content and you are putting it out there, you do have a responsibility to put out there what is absolutely best for everybody. And maybe do some peer review on it before you send it out. Is this really something that you need to be putting out there that's good for the greater good of the health and fitness world? And if you're listening to this and you're a follower of me and you follow my podcast, you read my books and all that kind of stuff. So then my advice to you all is, just don't follow these stupid accounts. Don't give them the attention they're looking for. Unfollow. Or if it pops up on your recommended Instagram feed, simply put not interested. And when it asks why, say it's irrelevant. Like, the less they get attention, the closer we are to actually maybe making some sort of a change. And finally, if it's you that needs all this like and attention, I mean, come on, grow up. Like this social media thing has created like narcissism out the yin yang. It's insane how much attention people think that they need and all the stuff that they post. It is ridiculous how many people need likes and thumbs up just to get through their day. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. So think about that too. All right. So let me thank chiropractic physician Dr. Doris Antos. I support anybody that's a true professional in the field. We need people that have the education and experience and all of the professionalism in this industry. And she's absolutely one of them. She has her practice in Ormond Beach on Granada Boulevard. She's taking new patients. So if you're interested, check her out. All of her information will be in the show notes. Until next time, be Max Fit and be Max Well.